welcome to my peaceful and cozy fall vlog. My name is Helen. Thanks for joining me here. No pumpkin spice lattes were harmed in the making of this video. Likewise, I did not visit HomeGoods for orange dishware or Michael's. However, I do have pumpkins, I do have squirrels, I do have Canadian foliage, so stick around with me. I also have some pretty big health news that I'm going to share later on in the video. Also, if you're enjoying this, a really easy way you could help me out and just let me know that you are is by hitting that like button. Consider subscribing and drop me a comment, even if it's just an emoji or the words hi. I'd love to hear from you. Am I the only one who has mixed feelings about fall? For me, it's not my number one season. That will always be summer. I love sundresses, long nights, warm air, but a very close second is September, October, and even November. They say that fall is sort of the real new year, and I'm inclined to agree with that. When I was growing up, I always associated it with getting new clothes for school, school supplies, seeing my friends again. And as an adult, I don't have those same things exactly that feel like it's a new year. I don't tend to buy new clothes. I do buy art supplies, which is another story. But even without those cues, this is one of the best seasons.
What's not good?
The oil? I always sleep a lot better when it's the fall. As soon as September rolls around, the temperatures drop just that little bit where I live in Toronto, Canada, and it's great.
No, but it's moody.
And though while I know colder weather is just around the corner, I love the surprise of fall weather. You just don't know if you're going to get a mild day or a crisp day. And I find that exciting. I like that. I have something exciting that I'm going to pick up. This is Merit's red lipstick that I'm doing a wear test on. I'm gonna take you with me and we're gonna go pick up something I have been anticipating for a little while. I made a real mess of this. I don't usually wear red lipstick on an at-home day, but I wanted to give this another try. I have tried it and I liked it, but it was more summery when I was trying this, and now that the weather has turned, I want to see if it's drying or not. I'm hoping that it isn't. All the complexion stuff I have on today, including the serum and the moisturizer you saw me put on earlier, is from Merit. For those of you who voted in my poll, thank you for picking this subject matter for my next video, because this was actually the one I kind of wanted to make, and I was hoping that everybody would pick this one, and you guys did, so that's exciting for me. So I'm just gonna put this back on the mantle, which is where I keep my makeup these days. So I have to bring these with me, and that's probably gonna give you a hint of where I'm going. I love fall and Halloween decorations, but I never decorate. I just decorate for Christmas because I know my limits. These are artist lofts in a converted building. And this used to be where the streetcars were housed. 1913, 1915. And below are the doors of the artists' lofts. And as you transition from inside to outside, there are more artist lofts on the exterior. Let me show you. Farmers market was just on, so the vendors are packing up to leave. I haven't done this, you guys, in about 2 years, and I forgot how much I love filming neighborhoods. Take me, oh, I wish. Let's see what's in that little free library across the street. I can tell you right now, just looking at the spines, they look like fantasy novels. The Hammer of Thor, The Ship of the Dead, The Kane Chronicles. I always stop for flowers. Sorry that I could not oblige you with full fall colors. They're not here yet. I think we have at least another 3 weeks to go, but things are starting to change a little bit. You'll see a little bit of orange here and there, a bit of red as well. rate this lipstick. I can see that it's fading a little bit, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for longevity. It has turned into a brilliantly mild day, so let's go outside. This is probably one of the last times I'm gonna be able to eat outside and be comfortable and not wear a coat. Wait, let me check that I have a tissue with me because I want to wipe off this lipstick. Okay, yes I do. Just having some peaches and some pumpkin seeds, pepitas, whatever they're called, and some dried cranberry. I rearranged these chairs earlier. You probably saw that. Okay. Oh. Okay, priority number 1 is removing this lipstick. I never eat with lipstick on. I always take it off first. It stains, huh? Have a look at that. That is my best attempt to get it off. These are imported because our peach season is over. They're still good though. If you've ever had like craisins and pumpkin seeds together, they actually taste really good. I love to put these things on yogurt with granola, but I'm gonna have some yogurt after dinner, I think, tonight. Right, okay, so I wanted to talk about change. Oops. Sorry, try and stabilize you guys. You're on a bit of a rocky coffee table here. A lot of things have changed since the past year. Most notably, I've gotten really into art, and that has become a huge part of my life. You would not believe how much time I dedicate to doing art, or maybe you would. Right now, Monday nights, I have a social circle that I joined to do embroidery with. So that's been a real highlight of my week. And then the other highlight of my week is actual watercolor class that I take with a very good friend of mine. We go together. The class itself is just okay so far, but the real enjoyment is for us to hang together and to work on this skill that we're both developing. So that has been lovely. And yeah, every weekend I try and do some painting. Weekdays too. It's just kind of taken over. I've become kind of obsessed with it. So that's one big change. The other big change is that I'm really backing away from hustle culture. It had been very ingrained in me for the longest time. And I'm really just enjoying slowing down. And I think that the art has been a vital part of forcing me to do that. I like to do brush lettering. And it is very hard to do brush lettering and be stressed and like holding your breath and freaking out at the same time. It almost forces your heart rate to go down. And same with embroidery. If you really want to just slow down, because these things require all of your focus, these are, you know, one or the other, or both, or maybe art as well, or maybe painting, whatever floats your boat, drawing. This tactile thing really works with the way my brain works to really slow me down, and it's just so chill. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. If you do any arts and crafts, I want to know what it is that you do. Can you let me know down in the comments, whether it's like sewing or painting or scrapbooking, or even just some people like mending clothes by hand. Whatever it is, I'm curious to know what it is that you're into. I didn't know embroidery was so popular until I joined this Monday night group at the library, not the one that I was at, but another library near me. And half of the people were there were embroiderers, which is so cool. So that's the other thing that I do when I'm not drawing and watercolor painting, hand embroidery. I've really gotten into over the summer as well. So that's what's new with me. I'm just trying to be more chill and force myself to have more downtime and to just take a step back and just slow down. I mean, you wouldn't know it from this vlog, but because I had tons of errands and things to do this morning, but it doesn't matter though, because I feel peaceful even doing these errands and being busy and stuff like that. I just feel a lot more chill than I did a year ago, which is great. If you're wondering what the sideways small building is behind me, it looks like a huge shed. It is, in a way. It's my garage, and it's very strangely angled out toward the laneway that way instead of back that way. I don't know how to describe it, but it's sort of 90 degrees from the way most garages are angled in the city. See, this is what I mean. The garage is here, and then it backs out sideways almost, whereas mostly garages don't do that. They would back out in that direction. This was the book that I was really excited about, which I know is probably quite anticlimactic. But the point of my life where a book all about flowers is extremely exciting, especially when I can just borrow it from the library to see if I like it before I purchase, which is my way of not over accumulating books that I'm not that interested in. It's too nice of a day to waste it inside. It's dark in here. I'm just gonna grab a few things and we'll just sit back out. I wanna do a bit of drawing based on maybe some of the compositions that I see from in here. Okay, my favorite book for sketching is this Royal Talons. This was only like $7, which if you know, in the art sketchbook world is very inexpensive. And I'm just gonna grab my pens and pencils and actually, you know what am I doing? I have this caddy for the exact reason of being able to take these things outside so I don't have to carry 10 things in my hands at once. So let's put these in here. So did you guys enjoy the little walk around my neighborhood? If you notice that I'm extra clumsy, I am actually quite clumsy in real life, but I'm extra clumsy when I'm videotaping because here's the thing, you can't really vlog and see where your hands are that well because you're looking at the screen, so your depth perception is even crappier than usual. But what did you guys think? Did you like my neighborhood? Have you been with me before on other vlogs and seen it? I live in Midtown West in Toronto. Okay, and I forgot to pick up this little tripod to put you guys in as well. Hopefully it stays a little bit overcast because I don't want to get blasted by sun while I'm trying to do some drawing. Why did I even bother bringing this inside? I should have just left it outside from this morning. Look at this dude. Wow. Ooh. Okay, foxglove. Let's see if we can try and draw this. If you guys can only see my phone right now, it's perched on the tripod on my lap like a small child. It's kind of funny. If you're very good at drawing, you'll know that I'm not that good at drawing, but in fairness to myself, I only started in May of this year. I could not draw at all before May of this year, so I think all things considered, in that I'm self-taught, I think I'm okay, actually. Pretty proud of the work that I've done to get where I am. Okay, let's go over it with a bit of micron fine liner. Sometimes I don't follow the pencil marks that I've already made. Kind of decide that it needs to go in another direction. I always have such a death grip on the pens. I'm not as bad with a pencil, but my goodness, once I get my hands on a fine liner, it's like I go from a normal grip to gripping it for its life and my life, which is not good. It means that my hands cramp and I even give myself tendonitis sometimes. So yeah, not the best, not the worst. Let's erase the pencil. The SNG is back?
Yep.
Wow. How did you know it was him?
I just did.
You just did?
Because he's making loud noises.
I see.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry said he last saw GR in like May or June.
Oh, he knows him?
Yeah.
Cool. You gonna have some baguette, Killian? Why don't you go in and get a couple slices with some butter? Go get something to eat after swimming. Come on. Oh, this dude. He visits me all the time. He's so cute. Look. Hey, dude. Hi. How's you ever quick? Don't have anything for you. Sorry. No snacks here. I'm not the biggest squirrel person, but that little dude is so cute. We have gray squirrels again. When I was growing up, we had them, and then we stopped having them. They were all black squirrels for the longest time. And now the gray ones are back. I'm happy with that. It's evening now, so I'm just gonna do one last walk for the evening. And then I'm gonna get home and get really cozy. I can feel the temperature dropping, so it's gonna be a nice night to be snuggly. This guy again. It's pretty lively, the neighborhood. The kind of cool thing is though, is that it doesn't take long to get away from the busy areas and just to get in a much quieter, more neighborhoody kind of vibe. I always love to admire this particular home. I think it's lovely. The trees really make this street. It's gonna be gorgeous when all the fall colors are out. I just felt some sprinkles of rain. Now, do I turn back or do I keep going? I hate getting wet, so I'm gonna give it one more minute and see what happens. So I have a bit of news that I kind of buried. I didn't really want to make the whole video about this, but I'm stopping tamoxifen. I think tomorrow is my last day. The rain held off, but then I just felt another drop, so I hope I make it back before I get drenched. That's huge news because I've been on this drug for better part of a decade now, and I finally get to finish. And that means I get to become like a regular non-cancer pill-taking civilian once again, which is an amazing milestone. Tamoxifen in my case is to prevent breast cancer reoccurrence. This street is just one over from ours, and though I like it a lot, I kind of wish I lived on this street because it's so much quieter. My husband refuses. He does not like this street nearly as much as ours. But kids still play in the street here, like they play street hockey and baseball with each other and stuff like that. You can't do that on our street. It's way too busy. Anyway, that's great news, but I have to pick up the pace now because I'm feeling like an Evian mister, you know, those cans, like it's getting sprayed on my face. It's coming. This house is nice. Ooh, front yard tomatoes. I made it back before the deluge. Look, I must have just beat the rain because that person has their umbrella up. Oh. Changed into my evening clothes, and now it's time to read a romance novel. This one is called The 7-Year Slip. My reading was rudely interrupted by the delivery of these cloth napkins that I have to fold because that is my job. Quite hard to fold with just one hand. The other hand is holding the camera. There's like 10 more to do.